It's a crisp autumn afternoon, and a local hiker named Sarah is exploring the lush trails of Chestnut Ridge Park in New York. She's been hiking these trails for years, but today, she decides to venture off her usual path, following the faint sound of a waterfall. When she reaches the clearing, she sees the small cascade known as the Eternal Flame Falls. At first glance, it looks like any other picturesque waterfall, but then her eyes catch something unbelievable. Beneath the flow of water, nestled in a rocky alcove, is a flame, flickering bright and steady, as if completely immune to the water crashing around it. Sarah can't believe her eyes. "Is this even real?" she mutters, taking out her phone to record the surreal sight. The flame doesn't just exist, it thrives. It dances and burns, seemingly defying the laws of nature. What's even stranger, despite the heavy mist and damp surroundings, the flame doesn't go out. Her video goes viral, sparking heated debates online. Some claim it's proof of supernatural forces at work, while others insist there's a scientific explanation. But for Sarah and everyone who's seen it in person, one thing is clear. The Eternal Flame Falls is a mystery that demands answers. Let's start with what we know for sure. Eternal Flame Falls is tucked away in Chestnut Ridge Park, about 30 minutes from Buffalo, New York. It's not a towering, thunderous waterfall like Niagara Falls. Instead, it's a quaint, serene cascade that flows over a rocky ledge into a shallow creek. The star of the show, of course, is the flame. It's small, usually just a few inches tall, but it burns consistently, seemingly defying nature by surviving under the waterfall's constant flow. Now, before we jump to supernatural conclusions, let's talk about the science behind this phenomenon. The flame is fueled by natural gas that seeps from underground shale formations. Methane, the primary component of this gas, is highly flammable. When it escapes through cracks in the rock and mixes with oxygen, it creates the perfect conditions for a flame to ignite. Here's the catch, though. The amount of gas seeping at Eternal Flame Falls is much lower than what you'd expect to sustain a flame for long periods. A 2013 study by scientists from Indiana University revealed that the methane here comes from an unusually deep source, possibly over 400 million years old. And this raises a big question. If the gas flow is so minimal, how has this flame remained eternal? By all logic, it should flicker out more often than it does. Of course, science isn't enough for everyone. For many visitors and locals, there's something otherworldly about the Eternal Flame Falls. Sacred flame legends. Local folklore, inspired by indigenous beliefs, describes the flame as a sacred gift from the earth spirits. It represents balance and harmony between the elements: fire, water, earth, and air, guardian spirits. Another story suggests that the flame is protected by a guardian spirit who ensures it never dies. This spirit is said to be the protector of the land, and the flame is its eternal watchtower, gateway to another realm. Some even believe the eternal flame is a portal or marker for another dimension. The flame, they say, is a sign of energy from a parallel world slipping into our reality. These stories may sound far-fetched, but when you're standing there, watching the fire burn under a cascade of water, it's hard not to wonder if there's more to the story. Here's the part that leaves everyone scratching their heads. How does the flame continue to burn, even with water constantly flowing over it? The secret lies in the design of the rock. The natural gas escapes from a small, protected cavity in the shale. This little alcove acts as a shield, preventing the water from completely smothering the flame. Think of it like a candle in a lantern. The flame is exposed enough to be visible, but it's also protected from the elements. This unique setup allows the flame to coexist with the waterfall in a way that feels almost poetic. Now let me share another real story. A group of hikers decided to visit the Eternal Flame Falls on a rainy day, hoping the weather would add to the mystique. When they arrived, they found the flame extinguished, likely snuffed out by the heavy rain. But here's the thing, one of them happened to have a lighter. With a quick flick, they reignited the flame, And just like that, it was alive again, as if nothing had happened. This moment highlights something fascinating. While the flame is often called eternal, it isn't immune to being extinguished. What makes it eternal is the constant supply of gas, which means it can always be relit. Eternal Flame Falls isn't the only place with a naturally burning flame. There are several others around the world, each with its own unique story. Mount Chimera, Turkey. Flames have been burning on this mountainside for thousands of years, fueled by natural gas seeping from the ground. These flames are so famous they inspired the myth of the Chimera in Greek mythology. Baku, Azerbaijan. Known as the Land of Fire, Azerbaijan is home to the Ateşka Fire Temple, where flames emerge directly from the earth. Eternal Flame Memorials. Many countries have eternal flames at war memorials, symbolizing everlasting respect and remembrance. While these are man-made, they echo the natural mystery of places like Eternal Flame Falls. What sets Eternal Flame Falls apart from other eternal flames is its location beneath a waterfall. It's a rare and beautiful combination of fire and water, two elements that are usually at odds with each other. And it's not just the visuals that captivate people. The falls also seem to have an almost spiritual energy, drawing visitors from all over the world who are looking for a connection to something greater than themselves. There's something deeply human about our fascination with mysteries like the Eternal Flame Falls. They remind us that, even in an age of scientific breakthroughs and technological advancements, there are still things in nature that defy easy explanation. Maybe it's the allure of the unknown, or maybe it's the idea that there are forces at work in the world, whether natural or supernatural, that we can't fully comprehend. Whatever the reason, standing in front of the Eternal Flame Falls feels like stepping into a storybook. It's a place where fire and water coexist, science and legend collide, and the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. So, what do you think? Is the Eternal Flame Falls just a fascinating natural phenomenon, or is there something more to it? Whatever the truth may be, one thing's for sure: this little flame, burning brightly beneath a waterfall in upstate New York, has captured the hearts and imaginations of people from all walks of life. If you ever get the chance to visit, take a moment to stand in front of the flame, feel the mist on your skin, and let yourself wonder. Because sometimes, the best stories are the ones that leave us with more questions than answers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mysteries and natural wonders. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.